Yo, what's going on, everyone? So tonight we are doing a doubleheader. I don't know what exactly this number is of the year, but I have a gut feeling it's like upwards of like this is the sixth doubleheader, or at least close to it. We are doing the trucks at Iowa, and then immediately following the Xfinity race at Chicagoland. So in the trucks, we are. Doing pretty good in points, actually. It's a little close. I definitely want to gain some much-needed points over Cody Coughlin and Johnny Sauter and I guess John Hunter Nemechek, but I don't know if I can do that at Iowa. Iowa's like god awful at. Championship settings, though, I mean, never changes. So strict yellow, 105 difficulty, hardest difficulty, can't go farther than that. So yeah, all I can ask is just for a good solid day. And being a championship mode, as always, we are always using a default setup, so no getting away with custom setups here to make it easier on me. So we like to have a challenge here in this stream. So yeah, PFC, Daniel, welcome to the stream, my guys. Glad you can come on out. Oh, what can I say about Iowa? Other than, like I said, I love racing here, actually, but it's just, especially in the trucks, it's just so hard. But the setup that we're running is different than what we did in the first season. The default setup is this one right here. And then, of course, bump up for a brake bias change, and that just allows easier access on the pit road. Other than that, I mean, seems pretty good. May have to adjust the wedge as we go along, and then, I mean, just as much as we can do to make it better, actually, during pit stops, which it's so up in the air with strategy. It has to be said now that there's really no set strategy other than like it being 100% a two-stop around here. So whenever that two-stop happens, we'll see. Maybe we can get lucky. But here we go on our quality lap, I mean. Generally speaking, you want to attack the corners as much as possible, I feel. I mean, being a default setup, if I can nail this correctly, it's going to be a 24 flat. If not, like just above it. So like right there in turns 1 and 2, you want to attack the corner, and as soon as the wall changes from green to white is where you let off the throttle and kind of take it halfway through the corner and pick up the throttle again. And that's a lap around Iowa. It's really a one-lane track, which is unfortunate. 24-1, so. Yeah, like I said, it wasn't exactly a 24-0, but it was right around it. Ben Rhodes is back there, I saw, so I don't know. Justin Haley, Harrison Burton, I see up there. Cody Coughlin's in the teens as well, so I mean maybe we can have a good points day should they have a problem. But I see Johnny Sauter is up in the top 5, so that's not very reassuring. All right, well, chat. We got upgraded to P17. Hopefully you guys enjoy, and let's just have a good race. Let's get it. Unapproved body modification. Oh, Wendell Chavis. Naughty, naughty. So, Chad, how are you guys doing tonight?
We're going green this time.
Hopefully y'all are having a good night.
Ready. Green light.
All to in the initial start. Can't really gain much places on being on the bottom, so it's like one of those weird points where I actually kind of wanted to be on the top. But I see Parker is going for it here, so have to respect that. Give him the bottom, kind of beat and bang around. As we clear, who is that? Justin Fontaine. Clayton Greenfield wants to make a move, but we actually put the moves on both these guys. Oh, we're 4 wide now.
Still there. All right, clear outside.
All right, there we go. Got out of it, but we're not out of the woods yet.
Hold your line. Got one inside. Hold your line. Clear all around. Inside. Car high. Careful now.
I'm constantly being barraged by trucks just being overly aggressive on the start, so We'll have to get some
Just
clear air
got done
eventually.
watching Thor
Clear high,
Ragnarok.
bud. That car there's on your inside.
Oh my god, that movie's amazing. It's hands down the best Thor. No question. Did you enjoy it?
Got one down low now. Got one down low. It's inside.
Alright, so we finally got out of
Clear all around.
that bundle, but we're mired back in traffic now and on the high side, so... Ugh.
Good job.
Alright, finally, we can get to the bottom. But because of that, we lost... what, 5 spots on the initial start? Definitely no bueno.
Wow, that's fast.
It's gonna be a long race, Chad. Chicagoland's gonna be easy. Iowa's the hardest out of the two tonight.
Wow, that's fast.
But no, Thor Ragnarok is just a beautiful piece of work. I love it. It actually sets up Thor's side of Endgame and Infinity War quite well.
Yes, and can't you wait for Disney Plus because of the Marvel and Star Wars movies and TV shows?
Oh yeah, I forgot that's the thing. I keep forgetting that Disney Plus is actually coming out with their own version of Netflix.
Still there.
Alright, to the inside of Corbin Forrester. See Todd Gilliland starting to go backwards,
Clear all around.
which is good because he's also in a title hunt.
Oh, careful now. Still there.
I guess after having a good race at Gateway, you have to make it up somehow, right? Have to have a bad race at Iowa. But I don't know. We may be counting our chickens before we hatch. Before they hatch, it's only 9 laps in. But no, like Thor Ragnarok is just like that perfect blend of like seriousness and comedy that like Thor missed, because you know, being the hero he is, he's so hard to write a good solo film where it's just nothing but seriousness. And Grant Enfinger is just, he was starting in the top 10 there. What happened to him? What if he got stuck in the top
It comes
top
out
side?
on November 1 2.
Ooh.
Stay on the bottom here for me. Still there. Clear all around.
Kind of chop off Ben Rhodes a little bit. Yeah, I definitely have to look at it because I know a lot of good things is coming to Disney Plus, so I'll definitely have to take a gander. Huh. Oh, hey, chat, actually, I don't know if you guys follow me on Twitter, but I'm going to be posting when we are going to be doing that, that interactive stream for hitting our new follow goal. So, it's probably going to be, Thursday, so just letting you guys know that, when we do the cup race on Thursday night, it's going to be, you guys choose the setup. You guys are essentially the crew chiefs. It's going to be a fun time.
I love watching Marvel and Star Wars movies over and over again.
Marvel is my favorite of the superhero movies. DC, I feel like, could be better, but they need to get their heads out of their butt first. You know, need to figure out what they exactly want to do. Oh, and also, I am taking suggestions. I posted on Twitter, and since on NASCAR Heat 4, you can run every single track on all the series. My question to you guys is, I am creating my own Truck Series Championship mode, so I want you guys to decide what tracks you guys want to run, wanting to see me run, and what tracks you want to cut. So I have, out of the 30 tracks available, you can choose which 25 stay and which 5 go. So definitely let me know on Twitter what you guys want for that. Oh, Joe Nemechek, you can't just do that, my dude. Narrowly missed him. That actually really ruined my run. Tripped me up at all kinds. Had to avoid a sideways front row Joe.
Stay on the bottom here for me. Careful, still there.
Oh, there's that caution. Interesting. I feel like I should. I feel like I should pit, chat. Because only Will Rogers and Bo Lamassus are pitting currently. 20 laps in. Tyler, I don't know. Tyler is not that bad. Still have another 60 laps that we could go. I feel like we're gonna get another caution here soon, so I'm actually just gonna... Yeah, I'm not gonna pit. Justin Haley's in the lead. Johnny Sauter, damn. And Cody Coughlin, my 2 main championship rivals, are in the top 5. Oh, that sucks. I need to do something different. But it's just too early. Now, if another caution comes out like another 20 laps, then hell yeah. Pit all day, every day. Alright, got through turn 1 a lot better than our opening laps did. Block Robbie Lyons down low, because for some reason he's actually really fast. Someone's checking up majorly down here.
Stay low, still there. Stay low, still there. Careful now, still there.
Trying to get past Jennifer Jo Cobb, who actually had a top 10 run at Gateway, so congrats to her.
Draw clear up top.
Robbie Lyons is just too fast.
Inside.
Keeps running that weird low line
Clear all around.
where you just like exit off low and gain so much speed, but only the AI can do that, so yeah. Alright, on to Austin Hill.
Stay low, still there. Still there. Stay low.
Definitely not the best run off of 4, but just enough to side draft.
Inside your driver, hold this line here.
There we go. Kind of chop off his nose a little bit, and
Outside.
as long as he doesn't retaliate on me like Johnny Sauter style, we should be good. Alright, now we can run our own line. Which, apparently our fastest around here is a 25.872, and my all-time record fastest was a 23.681. That's running on a custom setup on a maxed-out truck in career mode. That's pretty good if we're actually lapping halfway decently close to it.
Got one down low now.
No,
One down
Timothy
low.
Peters is there.
Hold your line.
Roughing me up a little bit.
Still there.
Coming into one.
Careful. Still there.
He's there now. Looks like Wendell is on the move as well. Of all people. Mr. Chavis.
Inside.
Actually, I had to get on the brakes there because Timothy Peters was still technically running the top, but also the bottom.
Still
Come on, Wendell, get down low. Give me some room, bud. Alright, now I can do the crossover.
Careful now. Still there. Clear all around.
There we go. And on to Timothy Peters. Well, I guess Jennifer Jo Cobb has something to say about that, so... Can't remember the last time Jennifer Jo Cobb was actually
High. Careful. Still there.
challenging me for a position, like legitimately too. Not like at like Daytona or Talladega.
Stay high. Careful now. Still there.
Because I was ahead of her the most time at Gateway. Most of the time is what I mean. So, Chad, optimally, the lap that we're looking for pit stops happening is lap 60. That is the optimal lap time, or lap for a caution to come out, because that's when my tires will be absolutely just shredding. But also when my fuel will be low enough that I would need to make a stop anyway. But hey, if a caution comes out here in the next, like in the next 10-15, you know, I'm also not going to complain.
Careful. Still there.
Kind of rough up Timothy Peters since he roughed up me, you know?
Stay on the bottom here for me. Careful now. Still there. Track's all yours, bud. You're clear. Awesome.
Alright, we both actually made it past Timothy Peters quite well. On into P15, I'll take it. Considering that in the truck series, I have yet to finish above P14 at Iowa. I'll take it. You know, that's just like one lucky caution away. But Jennifer Jo Cobb is fast. She just drove away. And Wendell is running that low line, so that's something I'd wish he stopped doing, because that's what gives him so much speed exiting the corner. Kind of have to adjust my own line just to counteract it. So kind of backing up the corner a little bit sooner, and then getting on the throttle not later, sooner as well. But he's just running so low that he's just picking up so much time just naturally. Almost binned it right there into the wall. He keeps looking.
Got one down low now. Got one down low. Inside. Clear all around.
Up.
Inside. 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 Bottom lane's clear. Use it if you need it.
Little by little, he keeps taking out on me.
Inside.
Ah, here we go. Yep, he did it. Had to give him room.
Careful now. Still there.
Hey, you know what? He got me fair and square, but that means he's gonna adjust this line and go back up and be slower than me, so I don't know. It's just one of those things, man. So who do we have here? We have Austin Hill and Timothy Peters right behind. Austin Hill making a comeback. Wendell Chavis with a huge backup of the corner right there.
Still there.
Take our peek on the inside and
Top lane
sail
clear.
right by him, but Austin Hill is going to be right on our back tailgate now.
Hold your line. Got one inside. Hold your line.
Just can give him the spot, honestly. No use use a veteran tactic there and just let him go. He's faster than me currently. How are we looking here? 16 seconds to the leader. I could use a caution here soon. Thought we could get lucky with it, but I guess not. I mean, our lap time's not diminishing at all. We're still running, actually, like, high 23s. But I can just feel the truck tightening up as the tires are wearing more and more. So one thing I think that is interesting,
Great lap.
new fastest lap, actually, apparently, right there. So one thing I think is interesting is, should this remain green for the remainder of this stint? I feel like I should just honestly just stay out. Now, if a caution comes out, is one thing, but if it stays green, I should stay out, because I remember short stopping last season when I did this, and I got punished for it by a caution coming out like as soon as the AI started to pit, which put me back in the pack. So essentially, I net lost spots there. So I'm gonna do something different. You know, if one thing didn't work, try another. So this season, I think I'm just gonna run this gas out and pivot the rest of the AI. We will be dirt slow by the time by the time our pit stop rolls around because of tire wear. But if we can stay out for as long as possible, we could potentially get lucky. Quick stream check. How's the quality looking, guys? Looking good so far?
Looks good.
Awesome. Thank you, PFC. Oh, got really tight there. Yeah, I may have to loosen this thing up a little bit.
It looks good on my side.
Alright, thanks, guys. Alright, yeah, I'm starting to get tight there. May have just been me losing focus there for a hot second, but, definitely got tight. Still have 30 to go on this set of tires, so I have to make it work. I do have a gut feeling there's going to be another caution though before green flag stops happen. I can feel it in my bones.
Still there. All right, now you're clear.
Past Will Rogers, who ducked down like he was going to try to cross me over, but nah, that's not happening, son. We're starting to gain on Max McLaughlin, too. Who, I swear, chat, out of all the NASCAR Next drivers in this game, is the best. Like, most well programmed, consistently runs well. Only has a couple bad tracks, and that's about it. But he's almost pretty much in the teens or top 10. Oh, I see John Hunter right here. So that's going to put us a lap down. And Timothy Peters is right behind us as well, so that's double not good.
Clear all around.
Oh man, he just got a huge runoff for. I couldn't block that. Just run my own line. Not gonna let him go, but I'm just... Oh, it's Justin Haley. I thought that was John Hunter. My bad.
Careful, still there.
Alright. So, since Timothy Peters passed us, he should be starting to migrate back up to the top. And when I say the top, I mean, like, he doesn't cut low on corner exit. I was programmed very weirdly in this game to be a one-lane track, which is, yeah, kind of unfortunate. Right now we're just kind of running our own race. We have the strategy in our mind, because if it does run out to when all of our pit stops happen, then I have a gut feeling that caution will come out, because the Truck Series especially is notorious for just literally wrecking themselves off a pit road for like no real reason. I don't know what caused it, but they just wreck coming off a pit road. and we naturally save so much fuel anyway, so we'll be able to stay out just that much longer.
Stay on the bottom here for me. Still there. Clear hot. Clear hot.
Now we're looking about another 20 more laps. We're making progress. Lap 70 rolling around. I think that was Noah Gregson approaching us. And it is? Couldn't quite tell from that view, but he'll probably catch us off of 4 here, so I guess we'll find out. Oh, no, it's Harrison Burton. Look at him go. Harrison Burton is like... There we go. Harrison Burton is like not very good on most of the tracks, but like when he is good on a track, you know it because he runs amazing. Dover's one. Gateway is one of those tracks. Martinsville is another. You know when he has a good track. But you also know that every other track that he's at is just programmed so terribly.
Yellow flag.
Oh, there's that caution I was talking about. So this is actually good for us. Because the only other person that is pitting is Max McLaughlin. We were never getting the free pass. But this is good for us because we are in that window. I mean, we all technically are. Let me actually go here and actually make my adjustments. Take it a half round. But you lose, depending on how far you are ahead, about a lap to 2 laps here per pit stop. So, of course, we were never getting the free pass. I was never even worried about that. However, Max McLaughlin or I should rotate back up to the lead for a hot second, and if we can get lucky again, we're sitting in good shape. And sometimes luck like that happens. Ooh, I can already feel that I loosened this truck up a lot, and I don't know if it feels good or bad yet. I know it rotates a lot better, so we'll find out off, because that's really what I was worried about.
Stay low, stay low. Hang tight there, driver. Hold this line here. Clear all around.
I think it's pretty good, chat. I think these adjustments may have been the ticket. But then again, I'm also speaking through the lens of 4 fresh tires, so we'll see. So these guys are about 15 or so laps away from making their first stops. Currently, I do believe I am the lucky dog. Should a caution come out right now. And we only have to make 1 more stop. Which, like I said, if we're working in increments of 60, the magic number we're looking for is lap 140. Let's see who we're actually fighting for. Oh, Grant Enfinger. Grant Enfinger right behind us. We have a whole bunch of trucks that want to get in on this action.
That was a great lap.
New fastest lap right there. So yeah, these adjustments were exactly the ticket.
So cautions are how you gain ground.
Sir Moses, yes, actually. On this particular track and in this
By the
particular...
way, checking in before I go to the gym.
Oh, you're fine, Sir Moses. Oh, Jack, hi. Sorry, I totally forgot. I forgot your username. Yes, I am, in this particular track, in this particular series, we are doing, a weird little thing. So, yeah, cautions is how we mostly, gain most of our ground on this particular track. Hi, Jack. Enjoy the workout. Tell everyone I said hi.
Hello.
See, even though that's through a voice to text, I could hear that in your voice too. So hey, no, that's perfect.
I will, haha. He'll stay lurking.
Okay, well, thank you. So yeah, like a non-NASCAR fan yourself probably has no idea what I'm talking about, but I try to explain as much of my thought process as possible. Because this track is like, it's like one of those that like, you can just go on and on and on for a single tank of fuel, but you only can do like 2 stops. You can do this track in 2 stops is what I'm trying to say. So when to space it out and when to account for cautions is the strategy, and that's the hard part.
Careful, still there.
Max McLaughlin. Just too fast. Yeah, I can't stop that.
Got one down low, inside.
Let him go. Run my own race. Max McLaughlin is actually the first truck that
Careful,
pits,
still
so
there.
actually we're fighting him. So I shouldn't just let him go, but I don't know if he's gonna race me like that though. Definitely need to stay on him and not just let him run away. Well, I mean, Josh Ream currently has the lucky dog, so he'll just not let him go either way, but definitely need to stay within his within line of sight, because that's who we're directly fighting for this lead when everything shakes out. Well, that's barring, of course, the leaders just not running away with this, because, like I said, you either lose 1 to 2 laps depending where you are on track and when you pit. So, like, people right in front of me, I'm gonna lap twice. Once for the pass and once for the lap, so... So I don't know about the leaders, though. I don't know where they're at on track. I know they're somewhere on the front stretch, but that's about it. Good news is I think these adjustments are working, so... Truck definitely on corner exit is a lot looser, and that's what I was looking for. allows for a overall better run into turn 1 and 3. Well, it looks like pit stops are happening, so that's perfect, actually. We should, even if we don't get the lead, we'll definitely be back on the lead lap. There they go. Saw Cody Coughlin. That wasn't Stuart Friesen, but that was Johnny Sauer down on pit road. Pit rivals is who were really fighting here.
Watch that car in front of you. He's slowing down. He's going to be pitting this time.
Josh Rayum is coming down. Max McLaughlin takes evasive action. And we'll see where we shake things out at. Already back up into P9, so hey, that's pretty good. We'll keep this up so we can see how our gap is to the leader. Currently, it's all the way back there.
Powers, call the caution.
Ah, there we go. That's what we were looking for. So that means that a bunch of these guys got pinned a lap down. So optimally, if this race runs out exactly how I think it will, we cannot finish lower than 11th. So that's timed perfectly. So who are we fighting then? Obviously Max McLaughlin in front of us. We're not pitting yet, so I want to run this thing out as long as possible. Justin Haley, oh yeah, John Hunter, Noah, Stuart Friesen, Jennifer Jo Cobb, of course she is. Alright, so Austin Wayne Self from overheating like that to leading. Gotta love it. But that's what I was talking about, chat. Whenever pit stops happen like that, they just kind of spin themselves out. That's what we always want to avoid, so.
Still there. All right, now you're clear.
Alright, well, if Justin Haley's up there, then there's almost no stopping him.
Stay on the bottom here,
He's just so fast.
Still there.
Hell, he had like what, like a 6-second lead on second place.
Hang tight there, driver. Hold
You can pretty much tell in a vacuum who would win a race in terms of the AI,
on your inside. Inside.
if the race would go uninterrupted. And Justin Haley seems to be the person to beat tonight.
Inside, inside. Inside, inside.
But it sucks when we get stuck on the high side like that. But like I said, knowing that optimally the lowest place that we can finish is 11th, that's reassuring because
Stay up high. Stay high. Careful.
that is
Car there.
definitely better than my best place finish, which is 14th on here, on this track.
Inside.
Alright, we good? Alright, back to the bottom we go. Kind of to slow up to get an optimum exit. Robbie Lyons is approaching us, which I never thought I'd say that. Oh, never mind. Here comes Brett Moffitt, but I think he's a lap down, so yep, don't need to worry about him right now. Oh, he's a lucky dog, so we have to worry about him eventually. So all these fast trucks that are pinned a lap down
Hold your line. Got one inside.
will eventually pass us.
Still there.
Kind of slot in right here with Myatt Snyder. So like Harrison Burton's on next. I saw that Justin Haley's already back to the lead, and he's just creating a gap. So yeah, there'll be no stopping him.
Careful. Still there.
Luckily, all these people are lapped down right now, and that's all we need to really worry about. The next person that is actually for position is Tanner Thorson right behind me. And dude was at one point like 28th, so he definitely has not the best pace, so yeah. Well, I say that, but he's running that low line and really taking a chunk out of our gap to him.
Hold your line.
All right, well,
Hold your line.
all right. Not a big deal, not a big deal.
Careful now. Still there. Hang tight there, driver. Hold this line here.
Next available caution, though, we were stopping again because we can make it the rest of the way on fuel. Like, even if it came out right now, we'd be able to make it.
Stay up high. Hang tight there, driver. Hold this line here.
And I think everyone else knows that.
Hold your line. Stay up high.
So they'll probably be stopping with me.
Careful. Still there. The car there is on your inside. Inside. All clear. All clear. Inside. 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 Inside.
Johnny Sauter down in 18th. That's perfect for our championship hopes. Iowa's always been a track that I've been like just damage limitation mode, but
Still there.
this is a good opportunity for some valuable points should
Still there.
something go our way.
Car outside. Car outside. Bottom lane is clear. Use it if you need it. That car there's on your inside. Inside.
There goes Cody Coughlin. Again, another championship rival.
Draw clear up top.
All right. On the way. On the way. All right, let's get back on our rhythm. That should be most of the fast trucks. How much longer until we need a pit? About 40 laps. Should a caution not come out is when we're pitting, because like I said from the top of the show, we're doing something a little different compared to what we did last season.
Sup?
What's up, Adam? Nothing much, man. How are you? Hopefully you're enjoying the show. I know Iowa's not my best track, but we're actually making it work based on cautions going our way. How's your day going today, sir? Well, Austin Hill is fighting for this position again. At least I think it's for position. It is not.
Still there.
But Stuart Friesen is, though.
I am good. Got second at Michigan. The 3-8 car won. Not by much LOL.
Oh man, then let me tell you. We just did a, what was it, the Cup Series at Michigan for the championship mode just like a couple days ago. That has to have been the closest finish I've ever had. .012 of a second. It was a literal photo finish. Definitely recommend checking out in case you haven't already. It was like a I forget the exact time, but it was like a 5.67 to a 5 or yeah, 5.67 to a
Dang LOL.
yeah, a 5.79. But yeah, it was really close. It was a lot of fun though. Michigan was like one of those tracks that like I got an awkward caution with like 40 to go, so it took right, so I was running on like really old tires, so like by the time like lap 200 rolled around I was running on like 40% tires, but luckily not a caution, lap traffic just went our way and we were able to make our way forward. So chat, I never thought I'd actually say this, but I've been noticing something this race. NASCAR Heat 3 is not the best for realism or whatever, but I've been noticing that Max McLaughlin has a wonderful short run truck, but just is abysmal on the long runs. I've never been able to say that before on this game. Usually it's kind of inaccurate. Like, they're just great all around. But Max McLaughlin, who is just right up the road, has been steadily falling backward and backward towards me. And I saw it in the first run, too, how he gained so much ground on me towards the initial run, and then all of a sudden, boom, he was right on my front bumper. Man, and who said NASCAR Heat 3 isn't realistic? AI actually having realistic realistic scenarios of short run compared to long run? Bah! But then again, we also have a very good short run truck too, so I don't know. It's like one of those things, chat. Well, if you're just joining, welcome, welcome. This is my first of 2 races that we're doing tonight. As you can see, we are more than halfway done with the Truck Series Championship mode at Iowa. Oh, I see Stuart Friesen deciding to call it a day, maybe? Is he coming down pit road, or did he just get rear-ended? Well, I'm not hearing my spotter say anything about it, so yeah, okay. Moving on. Yeah, this is the Truck Series Championship mode at Iowa, and next race that we're going to be doing after a short intermission will be the Xfinity Series Championship mode at Chicagoland. Hopefully, I'm putting up a good show for you guys, and let's just have a good night. I don't know what was going up with Stuart Friesen right there. For them to lose it like that, had to have been someone rear-ending him. But for the AI to do that, that's so weird. They usually don't make mistakes like that. I know. NASCAR Heat 3, impossible. Improbable. Practically unheard of.
I think he got loose.
The AI don't really get loose, honestly. If anything, they get tight. But for them to lose it like that... Because honestly, that's very reminiscent of me, like, hitting the apron around here. But, like, it's not... I don't know. AI don't react like that. I thought that was just weird. Anyway, so how are we looking towards pit stops? About 30 laps. And how's our lefts looking? Because we can actually pull some strategy here. Oh yeah, our left sides are not like aging at all. Chat, I'm gonna make a judgment call. Oh, okay, never mind. Oh man, Chad, I don't know if you ever knew this.
For one to do that.
Chad, I don't know if you know this, but I have the gift of foresight whenever it comes to cautions. It is a blessing and a curse. So, yeah, I was actually just about to say that since our left sides are not wearing, like, at all, we're going to do a bit of strategy call and only take rights for our final stop, because we would have gone to, like, lap, like, 165, 170, should that have gone full on, but... Alright, well, here we are, though. So, who gets the lucky dog? Brett Moffitt. Okay, so that's someone to look out for. And that's our final stop of the night.
Drive safe and be smart. Keep your head on straight. Be ready? Green.
And we will be able to comfortably make it to the end of the race.
Still there.
With our current tire wear, 60 laps will be no problem.
Careful. Still there.
And lowest we can absolutely finish is P12. I will take that any day of the week.
Still there.
Wow, Cop is running up front.
I know, chat, right? She's having 2 back-to-back good days. That's very not like Jennifer Jo Cobb. Slight contact with Max McLaughlin.
Hang tight there, driver. Hold this line here.
Gotta block Cody Coughlin down low.
Clear all around.
Okay, there you go, guys. Now you can safely pass me.
Inside.
Oh man, Cody just sent it right there.
Inside. Hang tight there, driver. Hold this line.
Just move Tanner Thorson out of the way. And we're gonna follow Myatt Snyder down into turn 1. Ooh, got really tight actually there. But making it work. We'll be able to get to the inside of Tanner here.
Stay on the bottom here for me.
Into 3 and into and off of 4. Oh man, where did Max come from? From downtown. There goes Max McLaughlin. Harrison Burton's not for position, so I'm not really worried about him. 16th, after he was like second for like half the race. You gotta hate it, but not really. Alright, so P9, and things are looking up. We can definitely improve our position from here. We definitely have some slower trucks up front. I mean, we're not winning the race, but we're also not going to finish lower than P12. And hey, that's already an improvement from my best place finish, which is 14th on this track for the Truck Series. It's definitely not like the Xfinity Series where I finished 4th as my highest. Just with the trucks, you know, the AI is just so ramped up. And you only have 200 laps to do something about it. The cautions essentially just have to go your way. And so far, they've been going our way tonight. Hopefully that can continue over to Chicagoland. We're putting in some good laps, too. Definitely feel like I could be attacking turn 2 a little better. Get that much better run than what I have been doing. Same with turn 4. I have the tires, so I might as well use it, right? There we go. Now we move into the 8s. It's all about not overdriving it, though. You can attack turn 1, but, like, if you overstep that bound, you're going to get tight in the center. Kind of like, I kind of did the exact opposite there, where I got loose in the center, but still pulled out a good time.
Batten, have you seen Brad's throwback paint?
Oh, Guitar Rock, welcome to the stream, my dude. No, I haven't. Was it just announced today? Sorry, I've been in my host school all day, and there's like no cell reception at all. So, student teaching and all, right?
Yeah, I'll send you along in Whisper.
All right, thank you. I'll look at it during my break for in between races. 50 to go, by the way. I don't know if anyone caught that, but yeah, we're doing pretty well in Iowa. Never thought I'd say that. I came in all doom and gloom, and here we are, maybe going to get a top 10 out of this. And if I can accomplish that, then hey, anything's possible.
It's gonna be the 1996 Rusty Wallace Miller Lite car.
Oh, okay. But didn't he do like another Rusty Wallace throwback last year? It's weird that he's doing the same throwback, essentially. If it's the same one I'm thinking of.
Yeah, but I like the black look.
Oh, if it's the same one I'm thinking of, it is sleek. Well, I mean, if it's the same as last year's, then yeah. Because that Rusty Wallace paint scheme was fire. Very underappreciated in its own time, but like looking at on a modern stock car, especially a Mustang now, it's going to look even better. Oh, chat, so update. So I am looking at having our first emote done for any subscribers that wish to subscribe. I am thinking Natalie Decker, but it's actually going to be Natalie Recker. And Guitar, I think that was you that gave me that idea, so, or that suggested it. So I will definitely see what I can do on that. So essentially, it would be like the Wrecker, but decaled out with Natalie Decker's.
Scott Speed?
Yeah, broke his back. Oof. It's a terrible injury. Thoughts and prayers out to him. Can't imagine anything like that. Especially after last time of it being like Eric Almirola, you know?
Not sure how he did it. All they say is a jump on the track did it.
Ugh. Probably landed wrong then. Sounds somewhat similar to Eric Almirola then. Like, you know? Because it isn't necessarily the exact impact, but it's you hitting the ground. You know what I mean?
I felt so bad when it happened to Eric.
I mean, it's... Oh, yeah, no. Like, I remember watching that at Kansas and being able... And, like, hearing his radio just be like, ah, my back, you know?
Well, the rear of the car is gonna slam like a rock.
Yeah, exactly. It's not... It's never the actual impact. Well, I mean, it is. But it's also the compression of the rear end just slamming back down. So I'm assuming that's the same thing that Scott Speed did. Or at least close to it. So yeah, long story short, we're this week we're hoping to get our first emotes done. And still looking for what tracks to cut for the new Truck Championship mode come NASCAR Heat 4.
Can't wait to see them.
So can I. Definitely, like I said, if you guys have ideas for emotes, let me know. I'll be more than happy to...
They ever say anything else about Matt Crafton?
I have not heard anything, no. I know that, from what little I saw, that Matt Crafton is, like, enjoying a, he's at a lake or something like that, so I'm assuming he, you know, it's not really, doom and gloom just yet. Oh, here comes, Brett Moffitt after just getting his lap back. I mean, if what you said is true, then it's all Junior Joyner, you know? If anything, he's facing some dire consequences.
Odecker finally did her onto the next post.
Oh boy. I'm sure so did her crew chief and her spotter. Oh well, on to the next driver. Is Austin Hill for position? Nope. Oh, lordy.
But if I remember correctly, isn't this the second time they have reviewed Matt's radio?
Have you reviewed?
About time.
About time. I don't know about that. I feel like maybe like a couple years back, he got looked into for something, but like I don't know, not. That escapes me, and if it was or not. But yeah, I mean, you know, Natalie Decker's not getting that full-time DGR cross ride. If Todd Gilliland doesn't make it, then you know that spot is going to be basically reserved for him. Basically. Which I also highly doubt that Todd Gilliland's making a comeback to KBM next season. Hell, Harrison Burton may not even. But he has the excuse of being a rookie. Todd Gilliland doesn't.
Inside.
Jesus out Matt D in the truck, would suck, but at least he will still be in NASCAR.
I mean, like I said, there has been rumors flying around, and I've said it before many times during stream, that there's a rumor flying around that he's going to be getting an top-tier Xfinity ride next season. and I still believe that he will do really well down there. But looking back on it now, I mean, it's a little unfair because he's only been given like one decent ride in Cup, and he's being outed for sponsorship. You know, I mean, I know that's what makes the teams go around, but it's just unfortunate. But my God, he drove the wheels.
To the 1-4 car.
I don't know about Stuart Haas. I mean, I heard from Toyota that it would be a Gibbs car. That's the rumor I heard. And again, and I know the source of my rumor is not exactly the
If Matt D was smart, he would take hot seat roles.
what, do like a Ross Chastain type of bit. Just race for anyone and everything until something sticks.
Put Cole Custer in the 4-1 car in Cup.
Cole Custer is almost guaranteed for a 14 spot before Matt
Ross
DiBenedetto.
Chastain or Bowman kind of things.
Yeah, or Bowman. I keep forgetting that Bowman did like the same thing that Ross did before getting his gig now. But no, Stuart Haas is going to go with Cole Custer before Matt DiBenedetto. I mean, you know, you have to think that any
1-4-3-8 or 4-1.
I feel like going to Front Row Motorsports would be like a step down from Levine. I mean, it'd be optimal for them to do that, but I mean, they have their own junior program, you know?
Put Matt D in the 3-8 car.
I mean, it's definitely a possibility. Alright, Riley.
I think Matt D would be great in Hendricks.
Careful, still there. All right, now you're clear.
If Matt DiBenedetto is going to be in Cup next year, someone will have to be outed. Because unless he takes the 38 car, he would have to float around from like spot to spot for anyone needing a driver. And most of those are going to be like lower tier rides. Because I just, as much as it pains me to say, because I want to see it happen, a top tier ride is not going to out anyone for Matt DiBenedetto. Anyone that would be from the Xfinity series. Like, does that make sense, or is that too tinfoil hat theory?
Need you to stay on the bottom right here.
Because
Still there. Top lane
apart from like the 48
Top lane three.
or anyone that's like leaving immediately, we don't know when
4-8 retires. I would be mad if Matt D didn't get picked.
Hold your line. Stay up high. Stay high.
I'd still say that someone from Junior Motorsports would take that spot before Matt DiBenedetto. Like, I would love.
JJ has left than 5 years.
JJ has arguably, if he doesn't make a Sun announcement this year, he has next year, and that's probably about it. I mean, because, I mean, it's knowledge, public knowledge that his contract doesn't.
Jimmy Jam 1T retire 5 to 6 years left.
Still there.
Really have to slow down for a Clay Greenfield there.
All right, now you're clear.
I mean, you know, I don't know, maybe I'm just thinking too narrowly in terms of like in-house talent.
Hello.
What's up, Spaz Music? How you doing
I
today?
see JJ leaving after next year.
If he doesn't make the playoffs, I don't know, that's a whole different story.
It is a possibility. It just sucks because Matt D is so much better than a lot of these drivers.
Oh, hell, that's what Steve Letarte was saying.
How about yourself?
I'm doing good, Spaz. Thank you so much for asking. If everything goes my way, I'm actually going to get a, What's up, NASCAR Nut? Welcome to the stream, you two. If everything goes my way, I should be getting a top 10 and a career best finish at Trucks at Iowa, which is pretty good. For anyone that is...
His contract expires after next year.
Yes. For anyone that's just joining, welcome, welcome. This is the first of 2 races that we're doing tonight. After this race will be a short intermission, just like enough for me to like go to the bathroom and a...
Jeff Burton was very blunt about that.
I thought that was Steve Letarte. I'm sorry about that.
True.
It was Jeff Burton. It'll be a short intermission with me like just going to the bathroom, getting more water, and we'll be on to Xfinity at Chicagoland. So sit back, guys. We have plenty of racing left to do. Definitely have not had the fastest truck, but we've definitely made the most of cautions and just clean driving. This thing is spotless. Tower could be a little bit better, but you know, I'm not overly complaining. How are we looking to our next spot? Oh yeah, we have 6 seconds. We're almost guaranteed to get this top 10.
10 to go. 10 to go.
For any newcomers, how y'all doing tonight? Glad you all can come on out and watch me go around in circles.
I still don't get why Austin Dillon has arrived.
because of his grandpappy. And he also brings sponsorship. I would still argue that RCR has not had a good pool of talent. Daniel Hemrick has been consistent. Well, in the Xfinity series, let me iterate that. In the Xfinity series, he was consistent as hell. However, that does not translate
because
to
of his
Cup.
grandfather. That's going to hurt Matty D. No sponsors.
I mean, like I said, chat, his race at Road America this weekend is going to be a tryout in both the Xfinity Series and Cup Series. It's going to be like one of those things that it's a make or break race.
I've been reading Matty D's Facebook. He has been responding to comments of people offering sponsors or ideas to get some.
Oh, that's awesome. I mean, he's such a good guy. I mean, I'd... 5 to go, chat. I'd hate to lose him, you know? I know he'll find a ride eventually. In what series, I don't know. I mean, optimally it'd be Cup, but, I mean... who really knows at this point? really starting to tighten up, actually. Not by a whole lot, but like still enough that like it's noticeable. And you know, the thing is, watch the real kicker be unpopular opinion incoming. Watch Christopher Bell bomb at Levine. Watch him be like one of those like late bloomers where his rookie season will be like William Byron's. Be very like not impressive and overall just like average for the team that he's on. And people be like, "Oh man, we dropped De Benedetto for this."
Emoji happy tears.
Because we all know, like it's no secret. I mean, it's
Joe Logano.
exactly. It's gonna be like, watch those. I know that Bell can be really good, but like watch him have like the most average of rookie seasons. But coming off of 4 chat, I will take this result. Top 10. That is out of Iowa, which is my worst track, period. Especially on the truck series.
We all know you can kick ass in Xfinity, but too often they do crap in Monster.
It's a rare case. But 10th place feels like a win. We actually did not lose as many points as I thought we did. And speaking of points, well, sorry, this race result. Sorry, I got ahead of myself. Johnny Sauter finished 11th, so we gained a little. Noteworthy is Jennifer Jo Cobb with another top 10. Ooh, boy. Riley Earps with a just destroyed race truck there after hitting front row Joe. Let's see. Yeah, actually, chat, out of the entire race, I thought we were going to lose points and lose the championship lead. We gained points. Look how close that is from, hell, even from 1st to 5th. That is a 22-point gap. This is actually very, very close. 5 points to Justin Haley. With that win, actually moves himself into title contention. And then 152 points with Cody Coughlin, and 151 with John Hunter. Oh, it's close. Let's see these accolades, though. I don't believe that. 8-second lap by Grant Enfinger? No, my God, Justin Haley just destroyed all of us, leading all but 6 laps. I called it, that he was the person to beat from the very top of the show, and I guess I was right. And yeah, that 8-second lap time, I just don't actually believe. Anyway, moving on. So I'll show you guys the settings. And then, like I said, I'm going to take a short intermission.
LOL Cobb from 8th to 7th.
That's another top 10 from her. I wish I could actually see the results in championship mode, but I want to definitely check her out in the point standings. She's 13th. Look at that. I know that's not going to go well in Eldora because Eldora is like one of those like reality check races where like I just totally just dominate. And well, I don't dominate, but I still just win the race. So yeah, it's just one of those things. But settings, of course, 105. You can't go higher than that. And strict yellow, so the cautions just came out at all the right times.